I love a good musical, but I don't really talk about them that much. I think I've done maybe 2 or 3 in my time here. So let's add one to the list with Wicked, and I'm not going to get into the whole splitting it into Wicked and then Wicked for Good. It's not what this is for. I don't like it, but I'm not going to spend too much time over it. But this was directed by John M. Chu and written by Winnie Holtzman and Dana Fox. Holtzman having originated the original production with Stephen Schwartz with the music. And this was all based on a book by Gregory Maguire, and then that itself based upon the works of L. Frank Baum. It stars Cynthia Erivo, Ariana Grande Butera, that's how she's credited, get used to it, Jeff Goldblum, and Michelle Yeoh, as well as Andy Nyman for some weird reason, and Dinklage Goat. Some weird casting here. I'm not going to go too much into the story and things like that, because either you're a wicked head or whatever you call yourselves from way back, or you're going to see it for the first time, and it's the Wizard of Oz a bit before, like some of the backstory, and you kind of probably know some of it just through cultural osmosis. Even before going into this, I knew some stuff that I wouldn't have known, because I've never seen any production of Wicked. But as someone completely new to it, I generally enjoyed it. I've had a lot of stuff going on, like starting back at uni and things like that, so I think it's more that than anything else why I can't recall many of the songs in detail. Either that, I'm just getting older and my brain just does not want to do that anymore. But still, I never felt like I was like, oh god, what's this? You know, this song's boring or anything like that. I never felt that. It's just I don't really remember much about them. I remember some of the belting moments. And on that note, yeah, Cynthia Erivo, not really had much experience before. The only thing is that weird little shorts that you've probably seen everywhere of her, Ariana, and Jeff Goldblum popping in, doing a little song briefly about Wicked. That's about the only thing I'd seen, so I'm really intrigued. I want to see more of Cynthia Erivo. Obviously, in the second part, yes, but beyond that, I think she's really good. She fits what Elphaba should be, from what I know. Idina Menzel is a belter. You know, she can just go and have a massive note, long-held, strong note that's powerful. It's what we see in Elsa, etc. And that's what I mean. Cynthia can do that. Same with Ariana. Kristen Chenoweth obviously originated Galinda, whether you've got the A in there or not, I'll leave it to you for now. But obviously she originated it, and it is a lighter, you know, it's meant to be much more prissy and, you know, almost like, not thin, like there's still an operatic push to it, but it's a very different feel. It's very much more about the precise and the highs and the almost like the squeals and things like that. It's how they balance out those two characters. You've got a belter and you've got more of a, like I say, more operatic style. So it works very well, and I'm glad that they found people who could fit those roles. And whilst I'm talking about Kristen and Idina, I do like the fact that they incorporated them. It even said, like, you know, these old wise people who know everything, and then it's them. It's a very nice passing of the baton. Because I'd seen stuff on Reddit about, you know, oh, did they even offer Idina? It's like, well, she's meant to be, you know, attending like university. She's not that young. Let's be nice here, you know. Let's be honest. Like, neither of them are that young anymore, and we can't pretend they're that young anymore. So getting people who, yes, are still over university age, granted, but still a lot closer to that younger age that you'd expect, it just makes a lot more sense to do. But I do like the fact that they still incorporated them and included them. I do, like I say, feel it's a nice passing down of that baton. And yeah, I can't wait to see what happens, because again, sometimes you just can't avoid spoilers for something that's been out in some form for as long as this stuff has. But what's going to happen with Bog, I'm not going to say it here, because people who don't know, I mean, even technically saying it might be a spoiler, but you come in with expectations that you might get spoiled in my videos, okay? Sometimes accidentally. But what's going to happen with Bog, I'm very interested in. I want to see what Ethan Slater does with that. And same with Nessa Rose as well. Marissa Bode, just see what happens with those characters and how well it's done in For Good, because that could be really interesting to see. Again, I've got no idea how much musical elements are going to be in that story, but that's it. I'm looking forward to seeing more of this, and that's always a good thing. So whether you've seen any production, whether you've done an amateur one in the past, who knows, or whether you're completely new to it, you can come to this, you know, with both of those. And I've seen people who know it and have gone, it's pretty good, and you'll enjoy yourself. Again, I still don't necessarily think it should be split, but I'm not going to dwell on it. But if you haven't seen it yet, it should be available, I think, everywhere now on streaming platforms. So give it a look in preparation for part 2. Hope you enjoy it and everything else that's coming out. But until next time, as always, thank you for watching and take care.